It's come to my attention that like y'all niggas might be like in awe at the shit that I went through and fucking got through and shit, but like for real, y'all have no fucking idea, bro. Like goddamn, this shit was fucking wild. Like, man, no light pollution, right? Pitch black in the goddamn woods where fucking everything looks like a goddamn leaf in a branch. So, like, you really got to figure out how to navigate that shit. I had to fucking walk that shit with like, it was essentially like 15, 17, like, rapists and murderers and shit who were all night owls. So, like, like, I ain't know where the fuck they was at times, right? And these niggas would just be running through the woods and shit. Like beating feet. You know what I'm saying? And I had to really walk through that shit by myself. And I had to find this shit in like a goddamn burn pit, right? And if I did not find this shit, this little thermal insulated bike, motorcycle, whatever the fuck, I would have froze. You know what I'm saying? I was walking through the goddamn woods. I had fucking, I had to go to Goodwill because I had holes in my shoes and shit. And the path in front of me and shit, the ice would constantly break and flood. So, like, I had to really fucking, like, as soon as my fucking feet got cold, I had to run with numb ass toes and shit, and until my body could push the blood into my feet. I had to do that shit for 2 weeks until I could afford some cheap ass skis, and then I'm walking down like the goddamn street, hurting my goddamn shins like this, like stiff as a bitch. Y'all have no idea the psychological shit I goddamn conquered, bro. Like I'm a beast, bro. I just had to like sit back and just be like, God damn, I went through some fucking shit. Cause it was all fucking back to back, all of it. And I'm like, man, I need to pat myself on the goddamn back, man. I ain't lying to you, bro. Fucking my original sword, I called it Ashi, but then they burnt that bitch. It was golden, had a golden thing on it. I had wrapped it up and then put well, that was how it originally looked. I'll show a picture with it, what it originally looked like and shit. When they had just, decided to burn my shit down while I was away getting groceries from the goddamn store. Yeah, I had to fucking make my own. I rebuilt it. I found some fucking wood, cut that bitch with a fucking utility knife and shit. Fucking put a nail in that bitch. Wrap that shit up with some 550 rope. It's crazy. It was all gold at first, right? And then, like, I had everything to make it blue. So I don't know if that means something. But, yeah, it's all blue and shit now. You know? Like, oh, and the blade was, like, dope as shit. Like, it was all, like, clean and shiny and shit. After it burned down and shit. It's like this. So I was like, let me just call this bitch, Ashi Ogun, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I had to reforge this shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to remake this shit. Man, niggas weren't fucking with me. Everybody was treating me some type of way. The whole goddamn fucking city wanted to act like I'm the motherfucking problem and shit. I really had to, like, buckle down and know who the fuck I was. You know what I'm saying? And that shit won't goddamn easy. Cause if they would have had it their way, they would have took me out 17 plots ago. I had to walk past my own goddamn dug grave multiple fucking times. But if it won't, if that shit won't end me to goddamn win, bro, I don't even know how any. You gotta decide to win. You know, I was in the army and shit. They have like resiliency courses and shit. And one time when I took a resiliency course, it said one of the first things that you have to decide. It gave a scenario. You're parachuting out of a plane into a river, and your parachute gets ripped by one of the trees coming down, and so you start to fucking descend quicker, and you can't really control where you're going, and you get wrapped up in your fucking in your chute cords, and you dive into either a lake or a river or some shit. It was like the first thing, an immediate thing that you have to decide is that you will live. And I thought about that. Because you really don't have a lot of time to think. Go back to what you're taught or muscle memory or, instincts. No, it's like the thought you have to have is to motherfucking win. It's to live. Once you make that conscious decision, everything else, it follows behind it. And a lot of the times when I was in that pitch black ass shit with niggas stringing like all these goddamn weird fucking voodoo shits and like having these weird ass tents all around and everybody giving you another fucking story that's slightly different than the last story, so you have just no chance to fucking get any semblance of what the fuck is going on. All I can say is you gotta decide to live, to win, and persevere. I ain't give a fuck when niggas want to call me, label me, fucking. I knew what the fuck I was dealing with, and I gladly carry some fucking nunchucks or a goddamn machete or whatever. You can look at me how the fuck you want. Ain't shit happened to me, right? So who's goddamn right? Me. Don't let nobody else motherfucking persuade you when you know what the fuck is going on. And don't let anybody convince you of death if you decide to choose life. Be you unapologetically and abundantly, man. How you supposed to keep on apologizing for being yourself? That's like you're the mistake. See, I know God. God don't make no mistakes, man.